Hallelujah. Hey, 550 superchargers there. Amazing. Kind of threw my head back a little. I don't know if he put it to the metal yet, but he'll tell me when he puts it to the floor. I was hoping that we could go somewhere where he could, you know, we could feel the...
Get on the freeway or something.
And he says that he knows the place or whatever, so... I once got my, what do you call it when you're a semi-driver? Hallelujah, I love that supercharged. You know, have you ever rode a VMAX, Yamaha VMAX?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing? They kick in that boost at like $6,000.
Yeah.
That's, and they say that's a hydraulic cam. That the cam actually gets bigger lobes on it, and that's what it's amazing when you feel that. Yeah, Thomas. It's amazing that he's gonna head to the 60.
Yeah, we could probably.
You know, in all my years of, how do you want to say it? Well, I was raised in a 67 Mustang 390, high-rise headers, cam, and 411 rear end. So you could put it on fourth gear, top loader, 4-speed, and be going 25 mile an hour and punch it at a positive traction rear end and start going sideways. So it didn't go that fast, but it went really quick.
Right.
And I liked the quickness of it. But we was always spinning tires. You always were spinning tires. And the amazing thing about that is gas mileage on this is what?
Shit.
It gets
I have
6
no
miles a gallon or
I have no idea.
10?
It's not.
You don't care?
Yeah.
That's good that you don't care. There's no...
You can feel that supercharger.
There's no power option or anything. It's just what it is all the time, right?
Well, I can switch it like... so see the instrument cluster right here?
Yeah.
If I switch it into dynamic mode, it turns it red, and then throw it into sport mode and use the paddle shifters, it'll be quite a bit faster. But that's for getting...
You got... Use what kind of shifter?
You can shift right here.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that the other day. Now that's your lockup converter, I think, going in there.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean it's just boom, boom, boom.
So it does the quarter mile and what?
You know, I don't know. I mean,
Don't know how it.
I'd have to look it up.
Rode.
And I think we'll just go up to here where the freeway is, and we'll go down and come back.
So that's an extra long ride for me. I'm glad you're putting in the gas. Oh,
Yeah.
I should be nice and. Do you burn premium in or unleaded regular, just regular unleaded?
Premium.
You do use premium? You know what, when you take a motor apart that you burn premium, it don't have no black soot on it.
Yeah.
It's a golden burn, so there's no carbon. The other, lots of carbon. It's black soot, and it's everywhere. But it's amazing that, you know, we used to use the truck racing fuel and all that, which is even amazingly there too. No left behind. But a propane motor also will be as clean as the whistle. I mean, the oil never gets dirty, and engine's like new all the time. The rings are just beautiful. Where regular unleaded gas, you'll get hard carbon in between the rings. So it's not twin superchargers, it's single.
Single supercharger.
He said the price tag was 2 years old, $40,000 cash. They wanted $50,000, and he actually made him an offer, and 30 minutes later they said, come back and get your car. Amazing that, you know, it is quiet.
Yeah, well,
inside.
you can do this and it'll get real quiet here.
You know, I want to be able to, I like to be able to speak and hear. There's not a lot of road noise, a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah, but this is much quieter. You don't hear the exhaust.
You can open the exhaust?
Yeah, if I do this.
technology is a blessing, and they've got it all from the racetrack.
Yeah, seriously.
And they put it into. That was a bounce on the head there. Yeah, bam! Hallelujah. Good headrest. It was comfortable bounce. So. But now, hopefully, we'll let these cars go ahead of us, yeah, and get out of the way. And we'll see a good arm ram thing here. Does it go 60 in less than 3 seconds, right? 2.8?
No,
No,
I wish
quite.
that would be.
Is it 4?
It's quick though, yeah.
Is it quick? Well, you gotta go. No way behind. It's quick, he says. Get over here. There's 80 in the speed ramp or so. What? 90? It was 90, almost 100. And you was red line is what? You was shifting at what? 6 grand or
6? Yeah, red line's almost
6.
7. Was a quick red line.
Amazing. Nice. So you definitely say it's addictive. Yeah, I get on YouTube every now and then and do the, what do you call the German one? What is it? Autobahn? Do the Autobahn on, you know what I mean?
Right.
Watch YouTube on the Autobahn. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is a whole glass roof up here.
Man, sunroof?
No, just glass.
That's it?
Doesn't
Won't open? That's good though.
Even on the freeway, like if I hop on it a little bit, that supercharger just pulls.
Very fun to drive.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me on the VMAX. I was in like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 gears, and then it's like you got to hit the brakes. And I brought it back, and the brakes were purple. It heated up the brakes. I was in the city though, small block, residential. So amazing. This is definitely a state-of-the-art technology. Fun automobile to drive, and I'm sure it handles as well as it does.
Probably handles better than it accelerates. It's much better on corners.
And you know, that's why I was raised on gravel roads. So believe me, in snow, when you get in snow, you're like, even though you got a 100, what did I have, a 95 or 105 horsepower Maverick in 1970, 6-cylinder, you could be a race car driver in the snow because you're always going sideways.
Right.
Looks like we get the first lane here. This is going to be a good one. As long as he's got gas. He didn't run out of gas yet. Supercharged, it does pump in the gas. That's the whole part of
Gives it more airflow. Burns.
horsepower is basically, or fast, is right fuel air mixture. Has to be right. When you force air, you got lots of power. Forced air. Hey, is my light on? My light's on. Huh?
Yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, this is for
The
my
phone
last.
Here, hopefully the phone doesn't really move too much. But
Well, we got the green. Hallelujah! Handles wonderful. Look at that. That's amazing. Hallelujah. Yeah, that hooked up nice. That must be. You think it's computerized everything?
yeah.
To make you not spin the tires
Yeah.
type situation. Lock and load, they call it.
Yeah, you can just give her hell and it'll.
That was amazing. Hallelujah for that. Amazing.
Yeah, how it handles is really impressive. I took it up to Canyon Lake today. You know the road up there? The windy road? that was a
Yeah, I played my road racer days. That's why I love driving in Texas. Late at night, you can basically 140 mile an hour if you want to go. This obviously is faster. Definitely fun to drive. Probably one of the fastest definitely I've ever been in. I have been into 600 horsepower, mostly 475, maybe underrated, 550. The 308 Ferrari, I don't know what it was. It was fun. The guy, he wasn't as fun as Thomas here, though. Thomas, like, put the pedal to the metal. The guy was, it was his father-in-law's car, so he was just babysitting. Father-in-law had several of them. Hallelujah.
Oh, a Tesla.
Is it a Tesla? The Tesla.
That's cool. He tried rolling up on us.
Electric. They say is the car. It's amazing as it might be.
Some of those things make this thing look like a freaking Geo Metro. Some of those Teslas.
They're getting bigger, you mean?
No, I mean as far as how fast they are, it just makes this thing look slow.
Yeah. Well, the man, Tesla was the man. The original Tesla guy had a lot of information. So much knowledge that I'm glad they're finally recognizing him in a lot of things. You know, when I was in Prescott, I met a guy named Ralph Ring that I never knew who he was. And Ralph Ring was involved in Otis Carr, which Otis Carr was Nikola Tesla's bellhop boy in the Hotel New Yorker when Tesla was alive. And they started, after Tesla passed, Otis Carr started making flying saucers, believe it or not. And Ralph Ring joined him into him. And I was in Prescott doing some DUI, what do you call it? Community service. And the lady came up and said, boy, you guys are doing wonderful work here. You know, you're hauling rocks, you're making places nice. She said, how do you think we got these rocks out here on the new freeway? Everybody's wondering how to get those rocks. And this lady was like almost 300 some pounds. And she goes, I just told them we'll use the flying saucer. And at the time I didn't get it. But this lady was real. And later on, I had already met Ralph Ring in Prescott, but didn't know who he was. He just kept looking at me. But later on, in the last few years, I've been researching, and Ralph Ring lived in Prescott, and he went for a ride in a flying saucer in a spaceship that Otis Carr developed. So it's all real, people. Technology is advanced right here in this car. This is amazing, right from the factory. It's not the tire smoking 60s model, but it definitely gets down the road. It puts the horsepower to the pavement, more or less.
Yeah. And, well, the technology, I mean, like you can turn the traction control off and break them loose easy.
Oh, you can? It's got a traction control?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Will save your tires.
Yeah.
The smell of rubber.
Yeah.
Like, I used to like it, but not so much anymore. But amazing traction control. That's what it's all about. Do you think that advances? You get a faster recorded time that way, or do you think you get faster when you break the tires?
You probably get faster with the technology, but the thing is, the technology makes it faster, but it gives it some fun because it's faster, but then it takes away some fun because, like, driving a stick shift is fun.
Right.
In a fast car, which this
you
is
miss the gear and almost blow a rod.
Right, but this is faster than, you know, the manual version of this car.
And you know we went past where we was going.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around.
Oh, you gotta turn around. Anyway, that's what, you know, when I had a 70 Camaro, I think, with a M22 rock crusher, Muncie rock crusher. First time I ever drove a Muncie rock crusher. And that transmission, you didn't even need to use the clutch. You just floored it and banged the gears with your fist. And it went in every time. You never missed a gear.
Right.
And so the other transmissions, you could mess up with a clutch and miss a gear and throw a rod or whatever. But rock crusher was good. So it's good that you don't have to miss a gear. Hallelujah for that.
But you can feel when we hop on it how hard it just shifts in the gears.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Technology. I love it. I just simply love it. I've had my light on all the time, but that's good. 16 minutes we've been on, 18 seconds.
Not too bad.
Well, actually a little longer because my camera wasn't quite functional until then. First minute and a half or two. Well, thank you, Thomas. I really enjoyed this. This has been
Good.
I look forward to, you know, I'm filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy, so I go in front of I've already filed it, go in front of the trustees on 27th of July, and after that I should be able to get my license back. I'm not going to get a Jaguar, but I am going to get a high-top van, hopefully, and get back
those would be, I would love to have one of them.
the ministry on the road again. It's amazing. Well, blessings upon you, Thomas. This has been a joyful treat for a guitar homeless man, and well, actually I'm not homeless anymore, but from Gilbert, Arizona here. You've been a real blessing. And
Glad you liked it, man.
Thank you. And
I gave you my info. When you get your license, call me. I'll let you drive it with me.
However, you know, my days are, you know what I mean, I'm over that. You can do the driving.
Okay, you can sit in the passenger side.
I'll just sit in the passenger side.
Yeah.
Blessing. Thank you. Well, get out there, Michael. Hallelujah. Yeah, you know the secret is, you see, you feel the wheels for the brakes? Not that hot. Not that hot. That's good. That's good, my friend.
Yeah.
How about the front ones? That's good. I don't want to put my finger on the caliper, but
So, you're a bit of a gearhead,